And what continues to be one of the weirdest years that I've seen in sports, really one of the weirdest years when you think about the coronavirus, what's going on in society right now. It's become a very weird year, to say the least. And obviously, we have to talk about the passing of Roger Mayweather, uh, probably more famous as Floyd Mayweather's trainer. He's the uncle of Floyd, along with his brothers Floyd Sr. and Jeff Mayweather. Now, what's so interesting about this is that after hearing about his passing, I realized what a big part of my childhood that he was for me. So I think about just the classic sayings of you don't know shit about boxing. Just thinking about that, thinking about obviously his fights with Pernell Whitaker, his two fights with Chavez, Julio Cesar Chavez, and then you think about, for me, it always stuck with me when Floyd was fighting Arturo Gatti, and he's looking at the camera in between the rounds, and he's like, "I told you he's gonna get his ass whooped," on HBO. Talking about Arturo Gatti, the late great Arturo Gatti, and so now we have another one, and this is just once again very sad, very unfortunate as well. I'm aware that the past few years of his life were filled with some health issues, and so that was unfortunate. Probably most of it due to boxing, complications from boxing. And this is a sport that we love. This is the same sport that we love. We applaud these guys for their bravery, and oftentimes we shame them for being cowardice or cowardly in a fight. And the irony is that oftentimes what makes them keep pushing and keep moving forward is our approval of them. And you see so many different fighters throughout history have been shamed for being defensive fighters. You think of Ali, you think about Pernell Whitaker, you think about Roy Jones at a point in time. They thought he didn't want to take a big enough risk. Or you think about Floyd. The list goes on and on. You can keep going back. And James Toney. I mean, it's so many different guys. Bernard Hopkins, and obviously they had to live with or maybe these things stop them from living oftentimes and cut their life a little shorter than we would have wanted it to be. And so when I think about a Roger Mayweather, once again, it's very sad. He had a very offensive style of fighting, and honestly, one of the great trainers of the last 20 to 30 years in boxing. Maybe doesn't get enough credit, but definitely, I mean, we have arguably the greatest fighter of the last 20, 30 years, Floyd Mayweather, and he was the main trainer for majority of that run between him and his brother. So, condolences go out to the Mayweather family. And once again, like I said, 2020 has been a very weird year. And, hopefully you guys are staying safe, doing what you're supposed to do in terms of moving through life and, being sanitary and making sure you're not forgetting your goals. Your goals still got to accomplish them. We still have to keep moving. We still have to keep moving forward and pushing forward. So, RP to Roger Mayweather. And like I said, my condolences to the Mayweather family. And as always, I appreciate every view I get, every subscriber I get. Thank you for your time.